Ptooie and Poison Cloud are great moves, and being projectiles, we all know that they can be reflected back at us. There are some other character-specific interactions these moves have, so let's take a look at those. Kirby's Inhale lets him either swallow any projectile or spit it back out as a star. Eating any of your projectiles heals Kirby for 1%, but the animation is so long that it's fairly easy to punish. When spat back out, Poison deals 12.6%, and Ptooie does different damage depending on when it gets inhaled. If the Ptooie hasn't been thrown yet, the star will deal 13.8%, a thrown Ptooie will deal 18.9%, and a bounced Ptooie will deal 15.1%. There aren't many ranges where you can get a guaranteed punish on Kirby inhaling something, but once he does, Kirby's mobility is greatly reduced, so you can outmaneuver him to get your hit in. DDD also has an inhale, but his works differently than Kirby's. DDD doesn't get to swallow projectiles to heal, and instead of shooting out a star, he will shoot your projectile back at you. For Poison, this generally isn't super bad, as you can sometimes punish it if you're fine with taking some poison damage. Ptooie, however, is quite different. If DDD hits you with Ptooie, it'll deal 34%, and it'll do massive shield damage and shield stun if you block it, to the point where he can get a guaranteed grab. If you're at throw range, your best option is to jump and avoid it, but if you're at point blank range, your best option is to spot dodge. While Jab will beat his grab attempts, he'll still be able to shield it and punish you after. Wario is sort of DDD's counterpart. Where DDD can only spit out projectiles, Wario can only eat them. When eating poison, the max he can heal is 0.6%, and each type of Ptooie heals him for a different amount. Thrown Ptooies heal him for at most 4%, held Ptooies heal him for at most 3%, and bounced Ptooies heal for at most 3.3%. Unfortunately, there aren't many scenarios where you can get a guaranteed punish on Wario eating your projectiles. If he's falling directly on top of you, you can sometimes punish with an up tilt, and if he's late to eat the projectile, you can usually get a dash attack, but that's basically the best you'll get. Villager and Isabelle's Pocket are notorious for making plants' lives miserable, and that reputation is greatly deserved. If either of these two get a hold of your projectiles, they can throw them back considerably stronger, and even have a guaranteed shield break setup with Ptooie into F-tilt. Pocket is also very fast, so unless you're at point-blank range, you aren't going to be able to punish them for taking your projectiles. I'd recommend being very cautious using your projectiles against these two, and if you need to use a projectile, you can try to get them to fill their pockets with an uncharged Poison Cloud, but that may not be the most consistent strategy. In the end, just be careful about carelessly throwing your Ptooies around. With great power comes great responsibility, as they say, so make sure your powers don't get used against you. Thanks for watching.